7:43 on your Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with BT. It's Meredith Shaw, and picture this. It is the middle of the night, and you're suddenly awake, staring at the ceiling. Thoughts are cycling through your mind, and you cannot fall asleep. Does that sound familiar? Joining us this morning with tips on what to do when you can't fall back asleep at night is sleep expert, friend of the show, Amanda Jusin. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
We're just catching up on all things summertime and kids heading back to school next week. I know some kids started in school this week. So, yeah, routines are changing. We're taking a look at our routines, and sleep is a huge part of that.
Huge.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when folks are dealing with sleep stuff. Number one, I want to highlight how normal it is to wake in the middle of the night. Sometimes, acute or chronic insomnia is perpetuated by the idea that we shouldn't be awake, but folks can wake up anywhere between 3 to 4 times a night. Very, very normal. But when routines change, like you're talking about, when you have stressful events, birth of a baby, new job, back to school, these are prime times for sleep to be disrupted. And generally, it's our behaviors that can take normal middle of the night wakings to a whole other level.
Well, I like when you've been here before, you've talked about this idea of sleep pressure. And I love that. Can you just define that for people? Because I think it's a really smart way to look at it. It's not that fear of like, oh, I have to fall asleep. You have to sort of build up sleep pressure before you go to bed.
100%.
Yeah.
So often, and this actually leads right into my first point, that when people aren't sleeping well, they think, okay, I slept very poorly the night before. I'm going to put myself to bed early. And it makes sense on paper, but that's not how the body works. So if you are going to bed at, let's say, 11 o'clock every night, all of a sudden, 9:30, you put yourself to bed, that sleep pressure hasn't built to where we need it to. So sleep pressure, if you want to imagine you have a balloon in your head, as soon as you wake up in the morning, the balloon fills. If your balloon doesn't have enough air, you are not sleeping. So putting yourself to bed early is a big, big no-no. Another thing that people do to perpetuate their insomnia is they watch the clock. So they get up and they say, oh my gosh, there you go, it's 3 a.m. Oh gosh, it's 4 a.m.
I've only got 2 more hours to catch up to sleep. I've only got,
And I'm overwhelmed even talking about it. Clock watching is a big, big no-no. Another thing that people do is they lay in bed for a long time. Now, this is actually where insomnia starts. So if you are teaching your body that when I am in bed, I don't sleep, instead I ruminate, I toss and turn, it will become a behavior that repeats itself. So get out of your bed every 15 to 20 minutes. If you find yourself still awake, get out of bed, which is totally counterintuitive, right?
Yeah, it is. I like your point about really just having bed be for sleep.
That's it.
And if it's not, get out of it until it is.
Yeah. Because your brain does say, okay, we're here. This is a scary place. Let's do this every time. And then then you call me.
And then we call you. We put you on BT. So what are we doing to counteract some of those wakefulness habits that happen? They're very normal, that happen to us during the night.
So normal.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, a bad night of sleep here and there, again, that's normal. Even me, believe it or not, I have bad nights of sleep.
The sleep expert.
Right? It happens.
Yeah.
But there are sleep hygiene things that you can do right away. So I always talk about exercise, which seems so obvious. But my family and I went to Disney, like 2 years ago, and I said to my husband at the end of the night, I get why people have sleep problems. We are not moving our body enough. I couldn't keep my eyes open. Exercise is such a big part. We expend energy. It increases our sleep pressure. It's a no-brainer. So get out for that walk every day. We talk about changing routines causing stress. If you are feeling stress, get out that journal. Get that stress out from here.
Yeah, put it out
there. Put it out of your body so you're not tossing and turning and ruminating and rolling. I want people to really think about, and now this sucks. I'm going to say the thing that no one wants to do.
Okay.
Consistency. I talked about that internal body clock. Consistency in bedtimes and wake times are so key. If you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, your body's going to do that naturally. It's going to stop this insomnia stuff from even happening in the first place, and even on the weekends. And I love a sleep in, so I hate saying it.
Okay. We're enjoying the understanding that this is normal.
Yes.
And that there are some things that we can do about it.
Definitely.
Time is not our friend right now, though.
No.
So we're going to have to come back, because I know we've got more to say. But where can people follow along with you? Because you have great tips for both adults and also kids.
Yes. So if you're having troubles with babies, babiesbestsleep.com or adultsrestmybest.com. Like the best thing? See what I did there?
Yes, I see that. Thank you, Amanda Jusin.
Thank you.